He was Peter Pan. He never grew up. He loved dance music. Just was the life and soul, really. A very thoughtful, considered person. One of the things I'll always remember when he was ill is he literally could have been screaming in pain, and my mum would then bring the children back, and he would act as if absolutely nothing was wrong and chat to them about how their day had been at school. And I think I just went into overdrive of how I could fix him. It was only towards the end that I told them it was incurable, which one of them cottoned on quite quickly. That meant that Neil was going to die, and the other refused to accept it. He wasn't keen to go out often. I used to encourage him. We'd do little walks around the village that we live in. The company had gone into administration, but we were told not to worry about that because they would still have an insurance policy that covered Neil being exposed to asbestos. But on this one occasion, he'd been asked to clear a space, but it was some old garages with the asbestos roofing on, and they were simply given a paper mask to wear and a sledgehammer. Neil was aware that there was potential dangers of asbestos, but unfortunately, we'd always lived kind of hand to mouth, had to pay the rent, had to pay the bills. We were informed by our healthcare team at Oxford that we were able to pursue a claim. I kind of nipped that in the bud and decided that I needed to find somebody that I had a bit more confidence in and felt they understood where Neil and I were coming from. So from the list that HASAG had given me, that was how I was able to contact Fieldfisher and ultimately Dushal. Dushal then contacted us and made an appointment to come and see us at home. So we didn't have to go anywhere. Obviously that was quite important for us while Neil was so unwell and in pain. March the 8th, 2019, sadly, after Neil had passed away, I was told that we'd won the liability in the case. And I guess that's really where the hard work started, because in just winning the case, it's not that simple. It's then you have to put your arguments forward for what the liability should be in numbers. And I don't think any of us would like to say how much somebody we loved is worth. However, it's a fact of life that by losing somebody, we do lose services that they've provided, care they've provided, love to us that they've provided, and the security. It's hard work, but it's worth it. And I think for me, I've been so heavily supported by Dushal and his team. His PA, Rebecca, I've wrung in tears many times. And actually, they give you the time, they have that understanding, they are sympathetic, and they are fighting for you. And Dushal has never lost sight of the fact that this has all been about Neil. I don't plan too long in front nowadays, purely because you just don't know what's going to happen. So we try not to be sad when we remember Neil. We try to remember him with the silliness that he always brought to us. But we do have to make it without him now. Yeah, miss him terribly.